Hello everyone, it's Luphisra here. Back to play more of Agatha Christie, Evil Under the Sun. Hello Ghostly Ozzy, hello Harma. You guys are early. Okay, let me check what I'm supposed to do. Look for Tom Cutter's ghost. Okay. So we gotta go look for Tom Cutter's ghost. It's the middle of the night. We're gonna go out anyways. Okay. I wish there's music more instead of just like the sound. Oh!
Good heavens, Poirot. It's the ghost of Tom Cutter.
That is the ghost.
We must keep our wits about us. We must follow.
That is a ghost. Okay.
Hastings, downstairs, to the cellar.
Yes. I'm going.
Vanished into thin air.
It's gone.
Wet footprints in the dirt floor of the cellar.
Yeah, it's the password thing that I
What
can't unlock.
Hastings.
I can't unlock it yet. Did it drop anything? The ghost didn't drop anything yet. We just saw the ghost, and that's it. It's just the footprints. Saw a notification on Twitch. Finally. Yeah, the Twitch notifications or even Discord notifications is a bit, like, late sometimes. I sometimes, like, I stream, and then I end stream, and then I get the notification, which is so odd. No mock duties tonight, so for me, so I'm just free and able to be here. Ah, okay. It's a funny way to walk. I mean, yeah, he's a penguin. We all call him, like, the penguin. He's, like, the cute penguin. And the footprints disappeared. Yeah, gone.
What have we here, Hastings?
Yes, nothing. Okay.
1 N is next to the number 20. The second is next to the number 19. The E is next to the number 15.
So that's how to unlock the thing at the bottom, I think. But I need darts, and I don't have it yet. So, done with that. I looked for Tom Cutter. Now to look for the typewriter. In order to do that, I probably need to go to the rooms.
Quite securely locked, I am afraid.
Okay, locked.
Latched tight on the inside.
Hello, the Hermit Gamer.
No. The door, it will not budge. Latched tight.
So all the doors are locked, except for the Major's.
I think this room belongs to Major Barry.
Yeah, the Major's room is not locked.
I believe we've done. Bravo, Hastings. You have solved one crime at least.
And he opens the door.
What do you think you're doing?
Retrieving some stolen property.
What? What do you mean?
This afternoon we see you are spying upon Madame Marshall. Her photograph goes missing. Your expressed admiration for beautiful women is more of an obsession with Arlena Marshall, is it not?
Yeah, this guy's a perv.
Blast her if you will. The proof was beneath your pillow.
What do you intend to do now?
I will let Captain Marshall decide what is to be done with you.
Marshall has a reputation for hard dealing in the city.
Monsieur Begbie has their dog, Baskerville.
The Great Dane? Yes, I've seen him snoring on the hearth in the monk's hood.
Do you think you could train him?
Oh, I expect so. To do what?
There is a cat in the Leathercombe post office. That will do quite well.
Very smart. Hastings and Poirot, very smart. And what a creep. Yes, I need to allow that message. Hold on. Bit harder to do this game because I need to click out of the game to do it. But yeah. See a bit of flashing there. But yeah, he is a creep. He is a creep. But we made use of him. So we got the photo. We can return it to Kenneth Marshall. Okay, where is Kenneth? No, not this side, the other side.
Latched tight.
Why? Can I knock on his door and...
No.
Yeah, the automat has good intentions. It's a bit wonky sometimes, but it works.
Quite securely.
I guess I'm lucky that I haven't met anyone that's actually, like, caused a problem in my stream yet. I'm too small. I'm too small of a VTuber. Or a streamer in general. Okay.
This is certainly significant.
I need paper. I need paper to type. I think. Anything I get to click on his room? Do I have paper? I don't have paper. Oh no, I have paper.
I confess that your logic. This is
So that's not a badass. Okay, yeah. Can I tear paper?
does nothing. This is neither that time nor.
Can I type on the typewriter?
This is.
Let me save first. This game's pretty smooth for an old title. Yes, it is quite smooth actually, and it looks quite good for a game that's this old. There are a couple of glitches every now and then with the graphics, but it's not a huge problem. I mean, for a game that old, you'd think you have more problems than that, but the problem is easy to resolve. Just save your game, then reload it, and the glitch fixes itself. So not too bad. Not too bad.
Does nothing.
Okay, I need normal paper then. Which I don't have. Yeah, I feel that Agatha Christie games are more the smoother games compared to other titles. They usually run pretty well. That is true, and they also look rather good for a game that came out in its time. Yeah, especially compared to other games that came out around the same time. What time did this game come out? I need to look that up. I know it's early 2000s, but I'm not exactly sure what year. Let me look it up. Released in 2007. Okay, not too bad, actually. That's 2007. Okay. Hold on. For a game that came out in 2007, it's pretty good, I would say. For Nancy Drew, the game that came out in 2007 is The White Wolf of Icicle Creek and Legend of the Crystal Skull. Which, both games are pretty good as well in their own right. I enjoy it, but There is something about this game that does look really well, and the huge area they can explore. You know, that's the thing I like about this game. There's a lot to see. Makes it feel more realistic, I guess. Like, for example, in the Orient Express, it occurs on a train, right? And you can go into every single room on the train, even the ones that are like not important to the mystery at all. It's just nothing's gonna happen in those rooms, but it's there. You can go in, you can explore the bathroom, everything. It's like very realistic, and the fact that they made the effort to make it so that you can go in, that's really nice. A lot of good games were released in 2007. That is true. What other games were released in 2007? I wonder. Hello there, Mr. Redfern. I always forget his name.
Hello, Mr. Poirot.
Monsieur Redfern, may I join you?
If you like.
I think that you enjoy life.
Indeed I do. And why not?
Why not indeed? I make you my felicitation on the fact.
Well, thanks.
May I offer you the piece of advice?
Please.
A very wise friend of mine in the police force said to me years ago, Hercule, my friend, if you would know tranquility, avoid women.
I'm afraid it's a bit late for that. I'm married, you know.
Your wife, she is a very charming woman. Very accomplished. She is
We mean Arlena,
fond of you
dude.
also.
Stop kissing and cheating on your wife with Arlena.
To hear it.
Look here, Monsieur Poirot. What are you getting at?
Les femmes? I know something of them.
Do you?
One can be a pleasure. More than that, are capable of complicating life. And the English, oh, they conduct their affairs so... Oh, they baffle Poirot. Monsieur Redfern, I stated to you plainly. If it was necessary for you to come here, why in the name of
Assassin's
heaven did you
Creed,
bring your wife?
Bioshock, Mass
don't know
Effect,
what you mean.
Portal. A lot of games I don't play myself, but I know they're popular.
Infatuated man.
So I can see what you get.
Only the word.
Definitely good games released in 2007.
Damned scandalmongers. Nothing to do but make up lies all day. Just because of...
But no, we saw you kiss Arlena. Hello?
jealousy. Nothing more.
It's not jealousy.
Really as young as all that?
I see. You were trying to defuse the situation before it explodes.
Exact, Hastings. I could see the current circling around Arlena Marshall, not knowing from what direction the danger would come, or whom it would be directed toward. It was all I could do.
But of course, that didn't work.
RD, I say, Poirot. I'll wager this is Miss Darnley's typewriter.
Beyond a doubt, you are correct. After we test it against the notes, we will return it to her.
I need paper. Where do I get paper here?
Damn, know the place.
I want to look at it. Where can I get paper in this place? I need to type something, but I don't know how I can do it. Yeah, there's nothing else I can look at in this room. Ah, paper.
sample does not match the note.
Well, then it's not this one that typed the threatening notes. But I will return it to the lady. Can I just drop it off here?
I do not think that...
Okay, I need to talk to someone about it. Alrighty then. Let's see which other room I can sneak. Linda Marshall, are you in your room?
Latched?
Yeah, you are. Probably. You know, as a kid, I loved typewriters. I love the sound of typewriters. We had one a long time ago.
Does not match the note.
So it's not Kenneth. Arlena's room is not open.
The door.
Gonna be lurking, trying to get word may pop in once in a while. Thank you for dropping by. I know you're usually at work when my stream comes on, so I'm appreciate whenever you just drop by, you know?
No. The door is locked.
Yeah, have a good day at work. Or a good night at work.
Perhaps we should listen a bit closer, Hastings.
Ooh, listening in. Okay, I'll do that. Let's do that.
It's why we came here. Our hopes and dreams. Our future. Gone. Why do you keep telling me to leave it?
I know you, Oakley, darling. I know your temper.
There must be some justice in this world.
There is, darling. In the end, justice will win out.
Gonna make it hard to resist dropping by. Oh, that's sweet. Hearts. I'm glad you enjoy me enough, though, that you just want to drop by.
Latched tight on the inside. The door, it is locked tight.
Wonder what they're talking about. I mean, in the previous time when we played this, they mentioned that his career failed, like his theater. You know, and because it was failing, he wanted to spend money to hire some like actress, really famous actress or actors to come to perform at the theater so that they could get more business. But the actress said that she was sick after she took the money, and then she didn't end up coming, so the theater went down. And we all know which actress they're probably talking about, right? It's kind of obvious since we know who the victim will be. The game makes it very clear. This is our room. Nothing to say in our room. All right, it's nighttime. Can I see anything at night?
These are the binoculars.
Nothing at night?
These are the...
Oh, okay. Let's go downstairs then. Anyone we can see downstairs? Locked. Of course it's locked.
Mr. Poirot, you dear man. We've confessed all to one another.
I just cracked open a can of something then, but it's just you clicking in game. Man.
Yes, darling.
and would like to thank you for your efforts
It's the game.
of our anniversary, isn't that right? Oh,
Yes, darling.
I love my knitting book.
And I'm equally delighted with my coin. More than you can know.
As a kid, though, fun fact, I like collecting coins, so I do have actually this little box filled with coins from different places. I still have it.
You chose Seadrift Island to hunt for the treasure, did you not?
I confess, I wanted to keep the search low-key, but you deserve the truth.
Is that coin then a part of the treasure, do you think?
You did find it on the island, then? Didn't I tell you so, Carrie?
Yes, darling, you did.
What can you tell me about the coin?
A 1689 gold guinea, in fine condition. The period is right. Very well could be part of the treasure. Have you found it?
Unfortunately, no. That coin only.
But we're going to find it.
I'm convinced the island summit is the starting point. Where do you go from there? If Carter left a clue, it's bound to be somewhere in the smuggler's end.
You want to see it? I mean, my collection is not as like interesting as his collection though. He collects rare coins. Mine is just from different countries I've been to, or I had an aunt that lived in Australia back in the day. We don't really have contact with her anymore, unfortunately, and she collected some coins and gave it to me. Yeah, but most are just coins that
Thank you again.
are from like normal, like different countries.
I'm so pleased you laughed.
I could take a picture or something in the future.
He already has.
I will not interrupt your celebration further. Hastings, allow them to enjoy their anniversary in peace.
Of course, old man. Sorry.
I really like the little conversation that Hastings and Poirot has. So fun. Hello there.
Good evening, Madame Redvan.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Poirot.
Is there anything I can do?
No. No, there is not. Do you know what I'm most sick of?
Absolutely, it'd be really cool to see what you collected. I can try and
Can't see all the
take a picture of it in the future when I have time.
Mrs. Redfern.
It's somewhere. I kept it somewhere.
I'm not
Here.
I'm tall.
Okay.
They say little because they're sorry for me, and I can't bear it.
Madame, the Arlena marshals of this world do not count.
Nonsense.
I assure you it is true. The Dominion is of the moment and for the moment. To count, really and truly to matter, a woman must have goodness or brains. The Arlena marshals are the ones to be pitied. Your husband loves you, madame. I know it.
You can't know it.
Yes, yes, I know it. I have seen him looking at you.
I can't bear it. I can't bear it.
Patience, only patience is required.
I mean, he did still kiss another woman, so...
I have obtained for you another sketch pad.
That's very kind of you.
It is a small thing, madame, I realize.
No, really, Monsieur Poirot. 'Tis very thoughtful. It's all right. I'm better now. You are a very...
I will say I do like
Poirot.
Poirot more than Sherlock, because he's not that much of an asshole. He has his quirks, but he's much nicer than Sherlock. Or even Nancy Drew, actually.
It is an unusual...
It's to keep the clothes. Impossible to tell for sure in this light, but that near ad service court still seems low to me.
Yeah, I think that we would have to do something about it in the future.
Someone's been careless leaving a perfectly good shovel lying about.
Ain't no excuse for cheating, exactly. No excuse for cheating. I feel like it's one thing if you're so drunk that you accidentally kiss somebody else thinking that it was your partner. Still not really an excuse, but it's one thing, right? Like you're so drunk, you're just completely out of it, right? So you're not really doing it like when you're sane or conscious, but when you're actually fully sober and you willingly choose to kiss another person, knowing that you're like with somebody else, that's different for me, I think. Like if it was me, like I feel personally like I'll be upset. Of course, if I was dating, I would be upset that if my partner got so drunk that, you know, he accidentally kissed somebody else. But it's another thing to be sober when you do it, you know. The latter of which would make me more upset than the former, I'll say. Sherlock is technically a jerk, but only because the dude has social ineptitude depending on the media depicting him. I don't think Sherlock is that bad in the books. He just like explain things and never a jerk. I will say I never read the books, but okay. I've only played the original Sherlock series, the game. And he is not that bad. I will say that. Like my favorite detectives from the ones that we know, the popular ones. First is Poirot. Will always be my favorite. Then it's Sherlock. And then third, unfortunately, has to be Nancy if I have to rank them. Because, for one thing, Sherlock is an asshole, but he knows he's an asshole. You know, and he doesn't do it in malice, I think. It's just like you said, he has, like, social ineptitude. Like, he lacks that, you know, like, common sense. Because he's so smart, he's such a genius, I think, that he lacks that common sense of, you know, common courtesy that most people have when you're, like, talking to people, right? So that's why he comes across as an asshole. You know, like, the way he treats Watson, not that great, but still he's not too bad. As compared to, say, like, someone like Nancy, who's been portrayed as someone who's really nice and friendly and understanding, yet some of the things that she says or the things she asks and what she gets other people to try to do for her, like say in Legend of the Crystal Skull, for example, where she forces Bess to do things for her. You know, I don't like it, especially in Tomb of the Lost King, where she says that she feels like tact gets in the way of truly getting to know someone. So in game canon, she does all those things on purpose. Like the things she asks and everything is on purpose. Which is worse than like Sherlock Holmes, where he can't help himself. But Nancy's like, she can help himself. Like she knows better, but she just does it anyway. So as much as I love and enjoy playing the Nancy games, I also don't like her. I have a love-hate relationship with Nancy. Okay, it's what I say.
Ah, Mr. Poirot.
Miss Brewster? An unusual place to find the ballet teacher?
Not entirely. My past seems to still be haunting me.
Your past.
The girl you mentioned who died?
It's probably the girl that we saw.
Poirot, I need your help.
From the beginning, the cutscene.
She was a student of mine in Brixham.
Yeah,
A
it's
number
that
of
girl.
students from a nearby girls' school would come to us for ballet instruction. Millie Parsons was one of those, returning to the school from a ballet class.
I'm seeing as teacher-student dynamic with Charlotte and Watson's in the books.
you to-
Ah, okay, so they have more of a like a mentor and
No sooner do we begin
like student relationship,
girl's murder.
like an apprentice, like a mentor and the apprentice, right?
Coincidence, Hastings?
In the games, it's more like partners. It's more like partners, or Watson being the assistant, I think.
Do you know the significance of their...
But for Sherlock, also because he's so smart. So even the police,
Do you?
as much as they get annoyed by him, with how much of an asshole he is,
The chicken feathers?
they still work with him because he's that good at solving crime.
Speak of their voodoo, do you not?
My God, I hoped I was wrong. How can it be here?
Millie Parsons was the girl who died several months ago?
Yes, in May. The police investigated. At one point, the rector of the church was suspected, but nothing was ever proved.
Do you recall the name of this man?
I don't think I ever knew it. I couldn't bring myself to follow the investigation. The details, it was just far too painful.
What was the name of the school where Millie Parsons was a student?
Miss Porter's school for young ladies. It was on the other side of a small wood, less than half a mile away from our ballet academy.
Where have you encountered voodoo before?
Understand I don't believe in it, but at the girls' school Millie Parsons attended, there was a math instructor named Gideon Fell. He left the school under some sort of cloud a few weeks after Millie died, and with only days left in the term. It had something to do with voodoo.
He was a practitioner?
Gideon
No more,
Fell.
I'm afraid.
Gotta look into that.
Believe in the power of voodoo, Mademoiselle Brewster.
Me? No, of course not. Superstitious nonsense. But if one does believe in something like that, well, it can come to have an enormous power over one. Don't you agree?
Certainement.
I should be getting back. Please let me know if you learn anything about Millie.
I shall do so, mademoiselle. You have my word.
Poirot, how can you investigate a case that happened months ago and miles away from here?
Colonel Weston will be able to request the files.
Voodoo in South Devon? A rum business.
As you say.
You say you're leaving, then you're just staring at this area. Lucky there's light. Anything new about this area? No. I can't go anywhere because I need to have a compass or something. Okay. Nobody here. Of course, it's late. Oh, I just went there. Remember to save. What a big moon.
Hastings, if you insist, we shall listen for a moment.
I'm crazy about you. Crazy. You drive me mad. You do care a little. Do you care?
Oh, of course, Patrick, darling. I adore you. You know that. Let me show you how much.
And we have listened quite enough, Hastings.
Yeah, both terrible people. Do you know that? Terrible. Both cheating on your partner. I feel so bad for the partners. I swear.
That is not set.
Nothing to see?
This is neither that time nor...
Fine, nothing to see. Nothing else to take.
Filthy night, eh, Poirot?
It is that. Oui, Captain Marshall.
Any luck finding Arlena's photograph?
I found it.
I have recovered the photograph.
You're a bloody marvel, I'll give you that. Who had it? Where was it?
An overzealous admirer of Mrs. Marshall took it.
Stolen by the writer of those damn threatening notes.
You may rest assured that is not the case. It was a lapse in judgment, to be sure, but no harm was intended.
Very well. I'll accept your request, even if I don't quite understand it. If there's anything I can do in return...
It is kind of you to offer, and indeed there may be something.
What?
Name it.
Here is your chance, Hastings. Use the little gray cells. What do your deductions suggest to you would be the question most important?
The daughter? The daughter? I want to know more about Linda, I think. I have a feeling she's important somehow.
Your daughter had some difficulty at school, I believe?
Well, what if she did? What has it got to do with you?
Was the school Mrs. Porter's school for the young ladies?
Yes, if you must know. But I fail to see what that could possibly have to do with anything. Thank you for the photograph. If you'll excuse me.
Well done, Hastings. A deduction worthy of Poirot.
Ooh, so same school. There's voodoo involved. Linda, you're being very weird. I can go and sneak into Linda's room. Can I do that now that I know this information?
Quite secure.
Damn it, I cannot. Not yet. Okay. Nothing new here in my notes. No one's ever here at the bar. Like, seriously, so much alcohol and stuff, and no one's there to enjoy it. These two are having their anniversary dinner. I don't want to bother them. No one's ever here either. Nothing can do here.
Hastings?
All right, there's that area the other side. I'm just gonna ignore that cheating couple affair, whatever. No one here. Aw, damn it. It's always here in these games where no one's at the bar. It'll be the first place I would be. I mean, if you're at this, like, island resort area in the middle of the night, especially back in the day where there's, like, no Wi-Fi, like, why would you not be at the bar drinking? Or at the very least at the restaurant eating some goddamn good food? Why would you... Where else will you be? At the pool, maybe? Swimming? Because sometimes I tend to like to do that. Like, swim at night. If it's open. Because I know some hotels, like, they close the swimming pool at night. I don't know why. Now, to be fair, I don't drink outside of the rare occasions. A bar would be the last place I'll be unless there's something non-alcoholic to enjoy. At least for me, though, because I don't drink all that much. So when I go on holiday, like, sometimes, like, it's rare, because usually we visit cafes. But on occasion, if we go to a restaurant or some bar at night, because it's a good place to hang out, I'll be drinking. I'll be hanging out. I did that when I was in Vietnam with my family. We went to this restaurant. A bad idea because we didn't plan well. The bar area, the restaurant, was on the rooftop. And it was freaking cold. It was so cold because we were so high up. You know that? I think I still have the photo. Do I have the photo of the night view still? Well, let me check. I kept some photos from a long time ago. But yeah, I think I have it. I think I have, like, a photo of the night view somewhere, or it could be on my TikTok or something. But it looks gorgeous. So good. The view was great, but it was so freaking cold because it was winter. And it's not like winter where it's snowing. It's not cold enough there in Hanoi to be snowing during the winter, but it's cold on that rooftop. And so we drank a little bit to keep warm, you know, and just chill. Food is too expensive for us, though, so we just drank. After we ate dinner, just went there and drank and sat a little bit. And guess the music. We had this little game thing when we were in, like, Vietnam, where they were playing music in Vietnamese. And some of the music are actually translated. So they're music that we recognize. It's like Chinese or something. And then we're like, wait a minute. That sounds very familiar, that tune. They were singing Vietnamese, though, because there was a band and everything. You know, and then, well, the band was not playing. They were playing, like, a remix So they have covers of people of like the enemy's covers of songs, and so we're just there guessing what song it was. It's really fun. Pool, resto, game room, depends on what's available, and also depends on how expensive it is, because there are some hotels and stuff where it's very expensive. Like they have all these places like the pool or the game room and stuff, but it's like it's very expensive. Also, a place associated with people. I think like me and my family, we don't go to these places often, especially when we're in Singapore, but when we're on holiday together, we go to these places because it's a rare thing. And we're only on vacation. Might as well do something we don't usually do, right? Go there, drink a bit, chill a bit, you know, talk. It's kind of fun. No one here. There's the only one place that we haven't got to is that area, the other area with the staircase, because Poirot doesn't want to climb down.
What possesses you to believe he will do so now?
He doesn't want to climb down at night. Can I go over to the city area at night? I don't think anything is open at night, but I can try. I think Will Jenks is off work though, right?
Phone isn't much good if no one will answer it.
Yeah, okay, so he is away, of course. I need darts, but I don't have it. I have a ruined life buoy. A swimming float for I don't know what. Bird thing. Okay, about the shovel. Oh, wait, can I dig at the tennis court area, or is it not gonna let me? It's not gonna let me.
I do not think.
I think Poirot doesn't want to do it yet. It's one of the things where Poirot has to know why we are doing it to do it. So he won't let me do that. Or the church area.
This is neither that time nor the. No, Hastings.
Okay. Help me, finger of suspicion. Oh, Linda Marshall.
Our call. Provide us with the knowledge which we, and by we I refer to Hastings, cannot acquire by our own resourcefulness.
Do I have to talk with her or eavesdrop or something?
Fantastic.
Okay, eavesdrop. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction. Let's go back to the hotel then.
The door is locked, but I can hear their voices from within. Perhaps we should listen a bit closer, Hastings.
Okay, let's listen.
Je vous ai battu. Je vous casse, je vous maudis. Je vous ai battu. Je vous casse, je vous maudis. Je vous ai battu. Je vous casse, je vous maudis.
Sounds like Miss Marshall is doing her French lessons.
But that sounds like chanting to me.
That is true, Hastings. They are the most unusual French lessons.
What do they mean?
She says, I beat you, I break you, I curse you.
I say that's a bit rum.
It's a bit voodoo-ish.
A new day, Hastings. August 25th. The day that murder came to...
Ooh. Are we gonna get to the murder today?
Much of the mystery seems to swirl around Mrs. Marshall, or Arlena Stuart as her fans call her. You agree?
Yes, that seems clear.
And two mysteries are solved. The photograph is found beneath Major Barry's pillow. The typewriter of the most charming Mademoiselle Darnley is discovered beneath the bed of the...
I have to say, really, the game looks so good for a game that came out so long ago, especially on my 2K monitor.
Husband's attentions
Like, it really looks
to
great.
Stuart are obvious to all. At last, there is the murder unsolved of Millie Parsons. Why does Mademoiselle Brewster ask Poirot to take it up? Several of the guests at the Smuggler's Rest Hotel appear to have in common Brixham, the place where she died. Mademoiselle Brewster, Stephen Lane, the former vicar, even Mademoiselle Linda Marshall, who it now appears was a student at Millie's school.
Yes, Miss Porter's school for young ladies. What happened there?
Voodoo, apparently.
An anthropology teacher awakens in fear to the pounding of the pagan drums?
Voodoo? Nonsense, if you ask me.
Perhaps. But as Miss...
Well, Gabriel Knight would disagree with you, Hastings. On the voodoo thing.
Tom Cutter's ghost, we saw.
I admit that gave me a turn. But ghosts? Voodoo? Poirot, even for you, this case has elements of the sensational. No sensible person could credit.
Perhaps. But I will give you the very important clue. Think on the nature of Arlena Stuart. Watch as the investigation proceeds, Hastings. Until we can understand fully and completely exactly the kind of person Arlena Stuart was, we shall not be able to see clearly the kind of person who took her life. As before, if you find yourself unable to progress, I will assist with the magic of the Finger of Suspicion.
Ah, yes. Time now for a fourth clue to its secret.
The clue is drawer.
Power, lamp, desk, drawer. Do I search the drawer for a switch, perhaps? Or is it something more subtle?
I say no more. When you are ready, my friend, we will return to Seadrift Island. It is a...
Hastings, no sensible person, Knight. I like to call myself adventurous.
Most foul.
Yeah, can I look at your drawer? No, not this. I want to look at your drawer. I can't interact with his desk. Well, never mind. Let's go back then. It's the morning now. Murder arrives on Seadrift Island. This is the day. Let me say first. Maybe I'm getting to the murder much faster than when I first played.
Morning, Monsieur Poirot. Any more thoughts about what we found in the ruins?
Poirot always has their thoughts, Monsieur Lane. Who can tell which will prove to be most significant? What are your plans for this morning?
I've heard there's a fine church in these parts, St. Patrick in the Coombe. I'm going to try and track it down.
What illness forced you to leave your position?
It was... I confess it was nerves, Monsieur Poirot.
I did not mean to intrude.
No, it's quite all right. No sense in my hiding the fact. Women, they are so often at the source of evil.
I disagree.
You think so?
Man alive, don't you feel it?
I will say I disagree.
Around you. We spoke of it yesterday.
They're good and bad people in the world. It has nothing to do with their gender or their sex.
I feel it. I am able to
saying?
assist you in your search, I think.
But this is a really
On this pamphlet,
overzealous, obsessed
in Leathercombe Bay.
priest, I think.
And there's a map and everything. Let's see, it'll make a fine hike over the moors too. Thank you so much.
Monsieur Lane, I wonder if I may ask you the questions somewhat painful.
Your kind gift has lifted my spirits considerably. I will answer if I can.
Your church was near Brixham, I believe.
Oh yes, I had a small living there. Why?
Are you familiar with Mrs. Potter's school for young ladies?
Why, oh yes, Miss Potter herself and several of the girls attended my church. Not as many as I would have liked, but some.
Do you recall the Conservatoire de Dance near there?
Oh yes, Miss Brewster, who is stopping here, was an instructor there.
Does the name Millie Parsons mean anything to you?
The murder. Yes, it caused quite a sensation. A teacher at Miss Porter's was accused. No charges were brought. Simply the ruin of a man's reputation. He may have been misguided, even driven. But the Parsons girl brought it upon herself. Of that, I am convinced. And then, only a few weeks later, another murder. They must have been connected. And of that second crime, he was wholly innocent, I have no doubt. So what he said in a moment of weakness...
What did this teacher say to you?
I may no longer be of the cloth, Mr. Poirot, but I will keep the confidences learnt while I was still in God.
Even of a guy who may be a murderer?
It allows a murderer to go free?
Please, God must judge, not I.
Tell me of the second crime.
It received quite a bit of press at the time. Alice Corrigan was the name. Strangled, as was the Parsons girl. The husband was suspected, but again, no arrest was ever made. I'm convinced the two crimes were the work of one man.
And the motive?
Women are at the heart of many tragedies.
In this case, they were the victims of tragedy.
Yeah, they're the victims.
They brought it upon themselves through
Oh, fuck off.
adultery and...
No reason to kill
By
anybody.
nature to doubt Monsieur Lane.
It's not a reason.
You're a detective. Still, I would think your experience would have paid witness to the truth of my words. I may have misunderstood and unburdened myself too freely. I must be off if I hope to reach the church and be back before it gets too late. Thank you again for the information.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Fellow is right round the bend, Poirot. He practically admitted he knew Millie Parsons' killer, yet did nothing because she was a girl, and somehow...
Exactly, Hastings, exactly.
Monstrous.
It's fucking crazy.
Effective when it comes to forgiveness and compassion. Yet it may very well be that decision to keep silent.
Yeah, that guy's horrible, man. I just think he's a religious man.
And the
That's
struggle
an excuse there.
There may be hope for him still.
Okay, can I sneak into the room and see?
Hastings, that is not the...
What? No? Damn it. I want to sneak in this room, damn it.
Latch.
Ah, fine, okay. Can I spy? Okay, anything else? Oh, it's a white sale today. All right. Oh, can I go to Linda Marshall's room?
Mademoiselle, if I may have a moment of your time?
I only have a few minutes, Monsieur Poirot. I'm meeting Mrs. Redfern at Sanctuary Cove at 10:30.
I will come straight to the point, mademoiselle. You were a student at Miss Porter's School for Young Ladies in Brixham, were you not?
I was. I'm not anymore, though.
Millie Parsons was a classmate of yours?
Yes.
A close friend?
Nah, not really. We knew her, my friends and I, to speak to. She seemed a harmless sort. Rather sweet, actually.
Why did you leave school?
Monsieur Poirot, I like you. But I'm not sure you have the right to ask me that question.
Did you know an instructor named Gideon Fell?
Yes, we had him for anthropology.
He was a poor teacher?
He was all right, I guess. I am very interested in anthropology.
What is anthropology, actually?
What's most
I
interesting?
don't even know what that class is.
Superstition. Much of what
Ah,
we call
superstition.
has a basis in fact. Religious practices and so on.
You did not like him?
At first, he seemed all right. He took several of us to the picture show to see a horror film called Curse of the Islands.
The film, it was frightening to you?
A bit, I suppose. But I found it quite interesting, actually. But then he started acting strangely towards some of the girls.
Study of human societies and cultures and their development, as per
Always making
Google.
comments to girls when he thought...
Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. Okay.
This interest, it was more than politeness?
A lot more.
Was he interested in Millie Parsons?
She told me he had followed her once in the woods. He grabbed her wrist. When she tried to break away, he said how much he liked her hair and her frock. She broke away and threatened.
What is her frock?
She said he looked.
What does that mean?
All twisted up. It was horrible, she said.
Millie told Miss Potter of this incident?
No. One of the other girls had already complained, and she did nothing. She accused the girl of trying to make trouble for Mr. Fell because he gave her bad marks.
After Millie's death, you said nothing of Mr. Fell?
I did. The police looked into it. They said he had an alibi. But I knew. My friends and I knew. You don't believe me, do you?
Au contraire, I have known many alibis that seemed unbreakable, only to shatter as easily as glass when the right force was applied.
He did it, Monsieur Poirot. He killed Millie. I have to change into my swimming costume now. Will you excuse me?
Of course. Thank you for speaking with me.
I say, Poirot, do you think you can break this Fell character's alibi?
If I can, Hastings, Miss Brewster and the police will have their answer.
Okay. So we gotta look into him. Search typewriter, solve the missing mail mystery from Mrs. Hughes. Alright, let's go do that. Anything else in her room that I can take a peek at? Nothing. Guess that's all. Yeah, let's see if there's anyone. No one's here. The bartender only showed up for the first day and he's gone. No one's here too. Everyone's gone out. Like, seriously.
It's to keep the clay of the bit of a low.
Yeah, still has a low spot.
I imagine this was quite a...
Yes,
Yeah, okay, sorry. Okay, no one here. No one here. No one's anywhere. Oh, hello, Arlena.
Monsieur Poirot?
Good morning, Madame Marshall. I regret I have not yet found the writer of those notes.
I wouldn't worry myself if I were you. In fact, I'd like you to forget about them.
You have learned the identity of the author?
Yes. And if there's any further bother, I will deal with it myself. Is that clear?
Frock means a woman or girl's dress. Ah, okay.
You will not assist us, Hastings? Better to comply. I will do as you ask. That is a scent most charming that you wear.
Thank you. You're very kind. It's an expensive indulgence, especially for the beach. But I like it so.
You are going for the swim?
No. I wanted to use a float.
Use this one with my compliments.
You won't be using it.
No, I am certain of that.
Do something for me, will you?
Anything. Hastings, do not become smitten with...
Hastings really into Arlena.
But it will cloud your ability to investigate.
Sorry, Poirot. She's just so damned attractive.
Don't tell anyone where I am. Everyone will follow me about so. I just want for once to be alone.
Oh dear, unfortunately I feel like that's the last time we'll see her.
Wants to be alone? I don't believe that for a minute.
Very good, Hastings. You read her character well. I concur. She has the rendezvous, I think. But with whom?
Mr. Redfern, maybe? Like, calm down. Yeah, Hastings, man. Hastings is really into her. But yeah, I feel like she's gonna meet somebody. It's a lot of people into her, you know? Ay, ay, ay. Right.
Morning, Poirot. Seen my wife anywhere about?
Has Madame risen so early?
Well, she's not in her room. Lovely day. Think I'll have a bathe right away. Got a lot of typing to do this morning.
Morning, Marshal.
Yeah, Mr. Marshall doesn't like him very much.
You look for Madame Redfern?
Christine is off sketching somewhere.
Oh dear. Where in the world is that, like, lady to return the typewriter? I swear. There's nowhere to be found, man. Never mind then. I am going into the city. Who the hell are you?
It's that North chap again.
What course of action do you suggest, Hastings?
Ask Mrs. Redfern to make a sketch of him.
An excellent idea, my friend. Then Colonel Weston can send the picture to Scotland Yard for identification.
Okay, so Mrs. Redfern. We know she's sketching with, Linda. Almost forgot the name. But yeah, she's on the other side, very far away. Hopefully that North guy doesn't go away. Okay, where is she? She's sketching somewhere. I need to find her. Ah, here she is.
Monsieur Poirot, thank you again for the sketch pad.
It is my pleasure, madame.
I intend to make good use of it today.
What will you sketch today?
I'm meeting Linda at Sanctuary Cove at 10:30. While she swims, I will sketch her guillemots for her.
You are kind to take an interest in her.
She's having a rough time of it, I'm afraid.
I believe you are correct. A friend now will be of great help, I think. Madame, do you have the time to make this small sketch for Poirot?
Why? I'd be delighted to. It's the least I can do.
There is a man at the landing of the sea tractor. Do you think you could make the portrait of him?
I don't see why not. I've a little time before Linda will be ready.
And madame, if you could contrive to do so without his knowledge?
Oh, I must say it's rather exciting having a detective on holiday.
Monsieur Poirot, any luck with finding my type?
Yes, I found it.
Oui, mademoiselle. This is it, is it not?
Yes, indeed. Wherever did you find it?
I would rather not say at present.
You are being most mysterious.
It is my nature to be mysterious, I am afraid.
Well, I'm happy to have it back. Thank you. Please let me know if there is any way I can repay you.
I will? Where are you off to, may I ask?
The Ledgers to read my book. It's a rather good thriller by Graham Greene. Do you know his work?
Bien, he is an excellent writer.
Then I've a tennis date with Ken, Mr. Marshall, Mrs. Redfern and Mr. Gardner at 12. I'll just put this typewriter in my room, then I'm off.
Enjoy your day, mademoiselle.
And you, Monsieur Poirot. And thanks again.
All right. Made some progress. Save. Do I follow them? He's gonna make a sketch. Can I come back, or do I follow after Christine and then look for her for that sketch. Is there a typewriter here?
I confess that your logic.
No.
A solid.
I have the key somewhere.
Let's say it opened effortlessly.
Common enough.
We will leave it for the...
These codes aren't standard.
Good. No.
Okay, no typewriter in her room. Okay, nothing. Alright, maybe I just go to the town area first. Help with the cat.
Hello? Need the sea tractor, do you?
Yes, please.
On me way.
Right.
Poirot, I wanted to thank you for helping to clear up the misunderstanding between Gladys and me. How she could think I'd ever be interested in that schoolgirl is beyond me. I can't help it if some foolish child decides on her own to start hanging about the garage. I know it sounds silly, but I think she was only doing it because she wanted to pinch my shovel.
I have your shovel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Morning, sir. I was just off to do an errand. Say, you don't happen to know anything about motor cars, do you?
Yes, I do. Hastings, what is this you make me say? I know nothing of motor cars.
I do, Poirot. Let's see what he's on about.
What would you like to know?
Major Barry's car needs its points cleaned. He wants it as soon as possible, but I have to test the motor on the sea tractor. It's been a bit dodgy lately. I wouldn't want to strand anyone on the island. I'd be in your debt if you could help me out.
Of course.
The young scoundrel asks such a thing of the world's greatest detective?
Hang on, Poirot. It wouldn't hurt to have a bright lad like Jenks on our side.
I see no points on the car of Major Barry. And the motor cars, they are filthy.
Oh, come on.
Nonsense. You'd think you'd never heard of soap. I've never cleaned points myself, but all we need are some instructions. The current issue of Motor Enthusiast magazine has an exceptionally clear article on the subject.
All right, going clean. I'll watch your stuff for you and take your stuff.
Ouch! Something pricked me.
It's a sliver of metal. Must be magnetic.
Okay. Magazine. Right, let me take a photo of this in my phone. So I don't have to keep zooming in and out with this one. Okay.
I will not attempt to pilot the motor car. There is no need to leave Leathercombe Bay to solve the crime.
Oh, do I have to...
Quite frustrating at times, Poirot.
Do I have to use the issue with this?
Well, that is not...
Where's his car? Oh, this is the car. Okay. Remove distributor cap. Examine the ignition system.
It appears to be stuck that way.
Okay, one contact point with a spanner. Remove it. Okay, touch base. Remove the spanner. Remove the stationary contact point with the screwdriver. I got the screwdriver. Scraper erosion with a file.
The good detective knows. No. It appears to be... I will not... No, it... Oh, that does not... This is... You're correct. This is neither that time nor... I confess...
Wait, needs to clean. I haven't cleaned it yet. Scrape away contact point. Replace, then replace.
An interesting... Well, that is not... I confess that your logic, it is... No. An interesting...
Oh.
Without error, mon ami. Your instincts are well honed, mon ami.
Oh, okay.
The puzzle, it is one piece closer to completion.
Well done, old man.
There is not enough soap in all of Devon to restore my hands.
Oh, come on. You did something good. Seriously. And I kept some of the stuff. I got the spanner still. Nice.
Dash it all, Poirot. Your little idiosyncrasies are infuriating.
Nonsense. They are a part of my charm.
I really like the conversation. Okay, I got some stuff to do in town.
Morning, sir. Got the tractor motor purring like a kitten. Any luck with Major Barry's automobile?
Why, yes. Against all expectation, I have cleaned the tips with much success.
Beg your pardon?
Points, old man.
And the points as well.
Smashing. Much obliged, sir.
Nice.
The village is practically abandoned.
Wait. I need the dog first.
Morning, Poirot.
Major, you are here already?
I've already worked with the dog. He'll do as I say. Are you ready?
Hold on, let me check again.
Not quite yet, Major.
Let me know when you are.
Let me talk to people and stuff first.
Hello, Mr. Poirot. Not like you to look so out of sorts.
Mr. Bagby, where would you look for Tom Cutter's treasure?
If it's there, my guess would be Cutter's Cave. But folk have tried for centuries to find that treasure with nothing to show for it. Foolish to try, if you ask me.
Good day to you, Monsieur Bagby.
Yeah, if you'd like a game of darts, just ask.
I need the darts.
Ugh. A corned beef sandwich and well past its prime by the smell of it.
I confess.
Oh.
A regulate.
Fancy a shortcut?
I will try my luck.
Oh, I pegged you for a sporting gentleman the moment you first walked in here. We each start with 301 points. I don't have time for a complete game, I'm afraid. Whoever hits the highest score subtracts that from 301. We'll declare him the winner. Go on, you go first.
Okay, I'm bad.
Not a very stellar performance, I'm afraid.
Hey, I got the beef thing. Maybe I need to put it at the cat area?
Well, that is not...
I say.
I see. Madame, what is the name of this creature?
That's my Chloe. Isn't she a cutiekins?
Delightful.
How do I put this down?
The good detective knows. An interesting...
What am I supposed to do? Okay. I'm a bit confused, so I'm gonna take a peek at the walkthrough. I'm already on chapter 4. So let me just take a peek. A cat. Okay. So I'm going to talk to Major Barry, apparently.
I've already worked with the dog. He'll do as I say. Are you ready?
Proceed, Major.
Stand at attention, Baskerville. Heel.
It's a miracle, that is.
Sit.
Cute doggy.
Easy as anything to train a dog. You just know how to talk to them.
Your skill is extraordinary, Major. Now I will open the door. Command him to enter, and we will let nature take its course.
Ready when you are, Poirot. Enter Baskerville. Baskerville, enter the shop. He won't budge, Poirot. Can't say what the trouble is. Have you any way to lure him inside?
Hastings, do you have anything that might attract Baskerville? I confess, that is not... That is exactly as Poirot was thinking, Hastings.
It's gonna scare the cat. But the dog's afraid of the cat.
Was that poor Baskerville again? You'd think he'd learn not to come round here anymore.
The letters. Here you go.
Madame Hughes. The case of the missing post is solved.
Why? Do you mean to say my dear little Chloe knocked those letters back there by accident?
More like she hid it.
That your cat pushed them there to have the room for the catnap is fact. Whether it was an accident, it is not for Poirot to say.
Oh, Mr. Poirot, how can I ever thank you?
It is my pleasure to assist you, madame. However, there is a kindness you can do Poirot in return.
What is it?
Choose wisely.
I want to use a chemistry set.
I could make good use of your testing equipment. Excellent, Hastings. You are sharpening the detective.
Going to start heading off to bed for tonight. Good night, all, and have the rest of the stream. Good night. Have a great night.
Colonel Weston will vouch for me.
Have a good night's sleep. And I'll see you again next time.
I'm happy to be of service, I'm sure.
Merci, madame. You do the great service for Poirot.
Okay. Blood, drugs.
Does nothing... I confess.
Wait. And then what?
That is not. That is not. This is. Oh, that does not make. This is. Your current. You presume. I confess. I do not think.
What? How am I supposed to test it? Oh.
This is neither. That is not such a good idea. I am sorry. I am.
Drugs.
The tablets of Monsieur Lang are most certainly Trianol.
Trianol. So what's Trianol for?
You The good detective knows.
Blood, cosmetics, oil, waxes.
The blood found at the monastery ruins? It is from the chicken.
Chicken blood. At least not human blood, thank goodness. Okay. Search for the typewriter. Save first. Hello, Colonel Western.
Hello, Poirot. Enjoying your holidays?
It's not really a holiday anymore. They're solving a case.
Discuss with you.
Carry on.
Mrs. Marshall has been receiving threatening messages.
The devil, you say? From whom?
That is yet unclear. I would like to compare them to the type on your machine.
You think I've been sending them?
I must try every possibility, my friend, however remote.
Be my guest.
All right, thank you.
I will not... There, you see, Hastings, the E, the M, and the H. This is the typewriter used to write the threatening notes beyond any doubt. There is no doubt.
Well, damn! Colonel Western?
No one visits you here?
Well, of course. Many people do. In addition to my regular police duties, there's the Home Guard, the evacuation. Hang on.
You have thought of something?
I'd hate for it to be true. That girl at the hotel. She popped in with all sorts of questions about the evacuation. I think she wanted to be told the hotel was being closed. I expect the order any day now, by the way.
Girl at the hotel. I'm thinking it's Linda, though. It can't be Gladys because her problem was not with, like, Alina. It was with Linda. Rosimer Darnley had a problem with Arlena, yes. Because she likes Kenneth, I think? Christine Redfern. Also seems possible. I don't know why I feel like it's Linda, because of the voodoo thing and everything.
Was it Linda Marshall?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was. Bit nasty, that. Writing threatening messages to her own stepmother.
Very nasty indeed. Especially since she apparently also stole Mademoiselle Darnley's typewriter and hid it in Christine Redfern's room to incriminate her. Well done, Hastings.
Ooh, I didn't connect that. I just thought she was threatening like the stepmother for some reason.
Is Mrs. Castle a member of the Home Guard?
Yes, she volunteered, although she hasn't been of much use.
Why do you say that?
The sightings of U-boats don't match what my other watchers are reporting. I'm not sure she's truly watching at all.
I am afraid it is worse than that. She has a German radio, a code book, and a signal lantern in her safe.
Good God, a fifth columnist here in Leathercombe Bay. I'll have her arrested immediately.
Please do not as yet. If you watch her, she may lead you to her associates.
Ah, you're right. I'll have her followed if she leaves the island.
Excellent.
Yeah, just don't arrest her yet. You can follow her.
What can you tell me of Alice
Catch her culprits. Catch the other people.
Nasty bit of work. Her husband had a motive, but an unbreakable alibi as well. Not my district, but I have some notes at my office.
Could you obtain for me the summary of the report?
I'll have it sent over from Kingsbridge this afternoon.
Nice.
Did the report on the Millie Parsons case arrive?
Yes, here it is. I was in London through most of it, in Home Guard and evacuation meetings. I hope to have a look at it again once things quiet down. If they quiet down, that is.
Ah, merci.
Unfortunately, things probably won't quiet down.
Look over these notes of the alibi of the teacher Gideon Fell. Tell me what you see.
Okay. Victim Millie Parsons, 15, a student at Miss Porter's School for Young Ladies, reported missing by headmistress Miss Eugene Porter at 1:00 p.m. on Friday, 12th April 1940. Victim attended ballet class at the North Vixen Conservatory from 8 p.m. to 8:45. When questioned, Emily Brewster, a ballet instructor at the school, reported that the Parsons girl set off back to the school as usual after class, a walk of some 15 minutes. Miss Brewster immediately volunteered to join in the search of the missing girl. Body of Millie Parsons discovered in Olmsted corpse at 12:15 a.m. 13 April 1940. Autopsy performed at 9 a.m. 13 April. Cause of death, manual strangulation. Time of death between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. 12 April 1940. Visits to surrounding farms yielded no witnesses. School staff questioned. Anthropology instructor Gideon Fell exhibited a high degree of anxiety during initial questioning. Fell reported he took supper at the Lion in Brixham from 7 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. 12 April 1940. Witnesses confirmed this. From 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Fell had been at a picture show near the restaurant alone. Horror film Curse of the Islands was playing. There was a ticket stub in Fell's possession from 8 p.m. showing, and Fell was unable to give an accurate account of the story. Fell returned to the school on foot at 11, a walk of approximately 1 hour. He was speaking to Miss Porter when news of the girl's body being found was reported. While Fell's agitation then and while being questioned seemed suspicious, his alibi at present is quite sound. Despite being point and click, like the game tries to emulate gameplay loop of detective investigation, you have to have a fallback. And you have a fallback with the finger of suspicion if need be. Yeah, I feel like it's a point and click, but it does a kind of like something like, you know, what Phoenix Wright does, where you have to actually look at the evidence, actually deduce what's going on. You know, and it's the same way with Orient Express, the original, where you can do that, and if you're wrong, then Poirot will tell you. Like in Orient Express, like you have a fallback with Poirot because you don't play as Poirot, you play as another character that was created for the game, and then Poirot is the hint system, so to speak. So yeah, I kind of like what the Avenger Company did. And Wright feels a little bit more hand-holdy. I never tried Phoenix Wright, but I have tried games similar to that, as I've mentioned before. Murders on the Yangtze River. Towards the end, when they held the trial thing, yes. It's not really handholdy, I guess, in that one, but I've never played Phoenix Wright, so that's the closest comparison I have. Because that's more like a trial game in court, you know? Whereas this one is actually you're playing as the detective. You're on the grounds. I know for Phoenix Wright, I have to play it before I can comment, you know? But yeah, this one is not as easy, so to speak. I will say some of the stuff I kind of have a feeling about because I think I sort of remember it from when I first played. So it was easier for me this time around. I feel like if you're playing for the first time, it might be a bit more difficult.
Something about the film?
And I think the film thing is
2 hours.
because he watched it with the girls.
Important fact concerning that film and Fell's alibi.
The subject matter. I bet it was voodoo.
Most certainly it was. But we had already begun to suspect this is a subject he taught in his anthropology class.
And the title.
Curse of the Islands? And why is it significant?
Because he watched it with the girls.
Fell took her and some friends to see it.
And this tells you?
He knew the story already.
And the theater ticket he had in his possession for the 12th of April?
He bought the ticket, but he never went in.
You have it, my friend. Well done. Colonel?
Yes?
The Millie Parsons affair. This alibi of the teacher, Gideon Fell. It does not hold the liquid.
Water, Poirot.
It does not hold its what? No. There are witnesses.
The correction of the English.
That will tell you that Monsieur Fell took them to see Curse of the Islands before that night.
You don't say.
Fell, he leaves the restaurant at 7:40. He buys the ticket at the theater nearby, a matter of a few moments only. Then he walks to the corpse. He is there shortly before 15 minutes to 9, the time Millie Parsons' ballet class it is finished. He waits. The girl arrives. The murder, it is done. He walks back to the movie theater in time to see the end upon the screen.
By Joe, Poirot, you're astounding.
I had the information you lacked, my friend.
Yeah, I talked to Linda Marshall.
To write up a report on this at once. Could we talk later, Poirot?
Okay, fine. I have more stuff to talk to you about, but sure. Sure, I'll leave you to your devices, okay? Save game. And Poirot too good to be a playable character. Well, you play him in other games, just not the ones made by Adventure Company. You play him in ABC Murders. I played before. Arlena may have discovered she's the fifth column. Oh, that may be a motive, yes. Do I go back now? For some odd reason, I just received a message in WhatsApp of a person with their haircut. I think they sent the wrong number, I think. It was odd. Never mind, okay. Take a peek at the work, Drew. Okay, did the car thing already? Okay, go back to the island.
Like a ride to the island?
Yes, please.
Let's be off then. The home guard isn't all old gents doddering around in their great war kit. There's quite a few lads like me who are itching to get into it, but weren't allowed to enlist. We train. We know how to fight.
He's still there.
Beach is certainly empty this morning.
I believe Captain Marshall will be swimming shortly.
Everyone else off on excursions, I expect. Major Barry wanted to go into Knightsbridge if his car was fixed.
The Major? He has business in Kingsbridge?
Oh, he was complaining of the lack of privacy when using the phone in Leathercombe Bay post office. I can't imagine what he has to be so secretive about. Can you, Oakley?
No, darling.
You do not take the excursion?
I was saying to Mr. Gardner only this morning, we simply must make an excursion to Dartmoor. It's quite near and the associations are all so romantic, aren't they, Oakley?
Yes, darling. I've always wanted to visit the Dartmoor prison.
Wait, you're thinking Dartmoor prison as romantic, sir?
You do not knit at the ledges this morning?
No.
That's
Mrs.
odd.
Oakley was there before us and didn't seem to be in the mood for chatting. So we came here. Didn't want to disturb her, did we, Oakley?
No, darling.
The motor car, it is repaired.
Oh? Isn't that splendid, Oakley?
Yes, darling.
Oakley, I don't believe I've got that second shade of purple wool. It's in the second drawer of the bureau in our bedroom, or it might be the third.
Yes, darling.
Good morning, Mr. Redfern.
I don't see anything good about it.
Okay, rough much?
Goodness, he's in a mood. Poirot, I would love to spend...
Okay, fine. Don't want to talk to you anymore anyways.
Oh, that does not make very good.
Fine. Accent reminds me of Wallace and Gromit. Oh, that's the movie, isn't it?
There is no need to disturb Mademoiselle Darnley. Let her enjoy her book.
Oh, okay. Nothing special about this area.
Bit of a low.
It is an unusual rake.
It's to keep the clay of the court smooth.
Can I do a rake then? This is a game made by Telltale? Is it good? I don't really watch the movie, actually. Because I heard of some scary shit happening back then. Oh yeah, by the way. Can I use this magnetic spanner?
Can't say I see much point in hanging on to a magnetic sliver of metal, but you never know.
As you say, Hastings, you'll never know.
Magnetic fragment.
Does nothing...
Do I need to make
It's not such a good idea.
a compass or something?
Hastings, I am... Pardon, I am... Hastings, pardon, Hastings, I am... Pardon, Hastings. You may know my friend...
Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What am I missing? Okay, wait, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Wolf Among Us is so good. Still wishing for the still waiting for the sequel. Felt that Telltale used country stupidity to move some plot a little too much. Only Telltale game I have. The only one I own, I think, was Wolf Among Us. I have the game actually. I haven't played it yet though. I probably should. I need to go up the space on top of the hill, but Poirot's supposed to say something there.
Well, this is... Oh, that does...
I'm missing something. I don't know what.
You praise...
Try to brace yourself. There's some dynamic camera movements in Wolf Among Us. Might trigger emotion. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. I owned the game for years though, so I might need to be careful on that, I think. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm missing something, so let me... Poirot's supposed to say something when I'm up here, but he doesn't. Did I miss something? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe on the QTE parts. A lot of QTEs because there's a good amount of chase and fight sequences that move the camera around sometimes pretty fast. Oh yeah, that will do it. That will do it.
Madame Redfern.
Oh, Monsieur Poirot, I have the sketch you're asking for.
Merci, madame.
I'm afraid I...
Let her in.
Okay. Send the sketch over. Since he doesn't comment anything here, means I'm gonna do something else first.
Hello? Need the sea tractor, do you?
Yes, please.
On me way. I expect you've heard about our ghost, the smuggler Tom Cutter. He used to bring in his goods to the cove on Seadrift Island they now call Cutter's Cove. And he was regular at the pub on the island. That's where he met his end, they say, hung by agents of the crown. There'll be those who say he was shot or drowned. But my old gaffer knew the story, and he swore they strung old Tom up from the hotel.
Oh, there's something that I said before. Okay, to the Colonel.
Well, that is not... Could you send a sketch to Scotland Yard for identification?
Be glad to. I've seen the fellow about. You think he's up to no good?
Maybe.
I do.
I'll try to have an answer for you this afternoon.
Thank you.
See? Thank you, monsieur.
Oh, nothing I could take? Okay.
Your dog? He has not returned?
No, and I'm a bit put out with you and Major Barry. Did you stick that mad cat of Mrs. Hughes on him?
Well, it was not the outcome I intended, I assure you.
Yes, well, I'd ask you to leave well enough alone in future, Mr. Poirot. I told you Baskerville needed no training.
Good day to you, Monsieur Bagby.
Yeah, if you'd like a game of darts, just ask.
Okay. No one here. I'm not gonna play darts again. I'm bad at it. Nothing here.
Like a ride to the...
Yes, please.
Let's be off then. I expect...
I might need to look it up. And yeah, he repeats the same thing. Okay.
He used to bring in his goods to the cove on Seadrift Island they now call Cutter's Cove. And he was regular at the pub on the island. That's where he met his end, they say, hung by agents of the crown. There'll be those who say he was shot or drowned. But my old gaffer knew the story, and he swore they strung old Tom up from the hotel side.
Let him observe his non-existent birds in peace, Hastings.
I had to go up the hill and apparently it's supposed to trigger something, but I'm not getting the trigger. I don't know why. Your suspicion?
Heed our call. Fantastic.
Okay, talk to him.
All-knowing power. Huh?
Okay, talk to her.
All-knowing. Huh?
And eavesdrop. Okay. I'll do that. Thank you. But I need to stretch a little bit. I've been sitting for a bit too long. So, for those of you watching YouTube, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.